Morning. Good morning. Well, it's 8:15 in the morning, the 27th, 2 days after Christmas. I hope everybody enjoyed their holiday. I called a couple of relatives, some I didn't get a chance to, working. And I came to realize why I don't like Christmas anymore. Or I should say, I remembered why I don't like Christmas anymore. I called one relative. Well, actually, I texted them. I said, happy holiday. Tell the family I say hello. And a couple hours later, the response was, thanks, but we don't celebrate Christmas anymore. And at first I was offended by that. Like, what do you mean you don't celebrate Christmas anymore? We were raised celebrating Christmas. So, yeah, I felt some kind of way. But then later on, I thought about it. I'm like, wait a minute. That relative might not dislike Christmas for the same reason I dislike Christmas. But basically, we both don't celebrate Christmas for one reason or another. So, let's get into this. Why I don't like Christmas? Well, initially, when my grandfather passed away, that just took the wind out of my sail. I was very close to my grandfather. I learned a lot from him. And like a lot of teenagers, I didn't listen to half the stuff that man said. It went in one ear and got filed in the back of my mind somewhere. But as the years passed on after he died, I found myself sitting up thinking, man, he was right. Gramps was right. Man, I wish he was still here. What would my grandfather say to me? What would my grandfather do? Damn. What would he tell me? So, I just got so emotional. It got to the point where it was like, you know what? Christmas just ain't the same. It has no meaning for me. So why even bother? Now, I still acknowledge other people's festive, I don't know what you want to call it. I still recognize other people's desire to celebrate Christmas. But there was part of me that resented Jesus for letting somebody so close to me and important, just letting him die like the way he did. So, fast forward to recent times, and I'm starting to come to an acknowledgement that I shouldn't hate Jesus. I really should not hate Jesus. It's not his fault that my grandfather passed away. It's not his fault that he didn't live longer. And And I say that because at best, Jesus was a prophet. Yes, he tapped into the spiritual realm. He was able to do certain miracles. But Jesus was not God. Not on earth. He had some. Look, magicians could do the same thing he did. And then you have to put it in the context of the mindset of people back then. We have so much technology nowadays. You know, you got people like David Copperfield, I'm so sorry, David Copperfield, who's alleged to have made the Statue of Liberty disappear. I don't go to his shows. I didn't look at it on TV, recorded on TV or on YouTube, but I've heard whispers about it. So he supposedly made the Statue of Liberty disappear. You had old school magicians like Houdini, chained himself up, dived in the river, came back out. In our time, we aren't impressed by that. But back then, in their time, they were impressed by that because they had never seen that before. So if you look at it for what it is, when Jesus performed these miracles, these people were astonished. They'd never seen anything like that before. They'd never seen anybody do the things he did. And yeah, there's the whole thing about Lazarus waking up from the dead. Okay, was he really dead? I'm just saying. Let's put it out there, because people seem to think, you have some people who say the Bible is false, it never happened. And other people think that the Bible is literal. Everything in the Bible is literal. It's physical. So let's just put it all out there on the table, dissect it, see what the truth is and what's not. Because you're talking about people's eternal soul. Therefore, they need to know the truth about what's really going on and what really happened. So, my original statement, why I don't like Christmas. Because I've been lied to by religion. And I cannot in good conscience continue to allow myself to believe in something that's not going to benefit me in this life or in the next. Christmas has become commercialized. Christmas originally was supposed to be about the birth of Jesus. That's not what it is anymore. So why should I believe in Christmas? I might sing a song or two. I might say happy holidays, which is what I usually say to people now. Happy holidays, because it's the holiday season. But me personally believing in Christmas, no. It's over for me. Because they've taken the Christ out of Christmas. As far as my personal belief in Jesus, I believe he was a prophet, and I'm gonna stick with that until I get further confirmation that he didn't exist. or that he wasn't a prophet, because I'm actively seeking knowledge. So as I can confirm things that I hear, then that's going to change my viewpoint. And I challenge my fellow human beings to do the same thing. Don't get stuck in the past on tradition. Some of the old ways are good, but some of the old ways are bad. Like prejudice, like slavery was bad. Just because your grandfather and your great-grandfather didn't like black people, don't mean you have to not like black people. I'm not saying you have to have black friends or date a black person, but decent human respect. How can you say goodwill towards men when clearly white people, black people, Indians, Arabs, Spanish people, we have different cultures, different language, but you got 2 eyes, 2 arms, 2 legs. If you were born healthy, you have the same physical attributes as all other human beings on the planet. People go to Africa and all these other countries, they see all these different species of birds and cats, and oh, that one's beautiful, and that one has fringes on it, and ooh, you getting all excited about the same type of an animal, but in a different color, in a different shade, different fur, different feathers. But you won't respect your own race, the human race, because somebody has darker skin than you, or because somebody has lighter skin. Because let's face it, in the beginning, Africans were dark. It was because of mixtures, people mixing with lighter people, that the darkness starts to spread out. So now today you have all these different shades of black, but all of them, all these people are beautiful in their own right. So that being said, I don't celebrate Christmas because a lot of people are hypocrites. But hey, what can I say? To each his own. I'll talk to you later.